as the director or the cinematographer want to show you is influencing the meaning of the whole movie. Yeah, so it also contributes to the emotional response an audience has. So whether the cinematographer want to show you that this guy is very dangerous, for example, or there is a happy situation, or there is a confusing situation, lighting also help them to, to emphasize the meaning. Yeah. So the control of light quality, color, direction, and intensity is a major factor in the art science of cinematography. So actually, by means of lighting, the director want to control the intensity, the direction, the color, which represent the meaning of the story they want to reveal. So if you pay attention and relate to the story, then you could understand the movie better. Okay, so some movie use natural lighting. Yeah, so I'm also surprised whether it is really natural lighting, but the movie clips claim that what happened in the Notebook is the natural lighting. So natural lighting is the most, effective lighting, but sometimes it is hard to find a proper natural lighting, yeah, for a movie. But some people or some cinematographer who are really brilliant, yeah, really brilliant in observing and choosing the right time could have a very good and excellent natural lighting. So they don't need to have lights or light source, ya, apa namanya, yang palsu sebetulnya, ya, fake light source, ya, but they still can get a very appropriate and able to deliver the meaning of the movie well. Yeah, but it is not very easy to do that. Yeah, and motivated lighting is the opposite of natural light. Yeah, motivated lighting is a technique that seeks to imitate natural light. So sometimes when you want to show, evening or nighttime, you cannot just take a shot without any imitation of the natural light source. So some directors use that motivated lighting to help them emphasize the meaning of the story. But of course, some spectators who are really brilliant could, detect that it's a fake lighting, ya. Jadi kalau penontonnya juga cerdas, ya, they might be able to detect that this is a fake lighting. But and sometimes they lose their trustworthy, ya. Jadi kehilangan kepercayaan terhadap that movie. But some spectators do not care about that. As long as they could enjoy and understand the meaning of the film well, then they enjoy the movie, although they know that this is motivated lighting. Okay. And now we talk about the light positions. Yeah, lights can be placed anywhere around the camera, whether it is above or below the object being photographed. Consider a face light from the front. Yeah, it's called front lighting, compared with a face light from behind, what's called backlighting, or from the side, or it's called side lighting, or from above, which is called overhead lighting. So the position of the light create different image and therefore different meaning of the shot or the story of the movie. Yeah. So this is the basic, yeah, the basic position of lighting, 3 point. Yeah, the first and the most important lighting is what so-called K light. Yeah, K light is the most important light. You cannot omit K light, but K light is sometimes too strong, and therefore the cameraman or the crew need what so-called Veil lighting has the role to soften the key light. Yeah, so this is the position of the camera, and this is the key light is from a place 45 degree next to the camera, and the veil light is in the other side of the veil light is the other side of the key light. It softens the key light, and then the backlight is positioned behind the object, a person or animal or whatever, and it usually sharpen the object. Yeah, so we will talk about this with the example later on. Yeah, so this is the function of every light. For example, the low key lighting is very effective as it comes across quite dark and just make you feel quite curious. Yeah, this lighting works the best at night as the highlights and shadow have to be more defined and dramatic looking. So this one is what so-called low key light. Yeah. And then a golden hour relate to the natural light. Yeah, this type of lighting is used when it's either sunrise or sunset, just to give that really warm and peaceful feel and look to the film. This is one of the favorite as it looks so pretty and effective at the same time. Jadi ini biasanya kalau Anda menggunakan natural light ya, itu kemudian mengambil golden hour. Golden hour itu adalah waktu-waktu di mana ada sunrise atau sunset. Nah, itu adalah waktu yang paling tepat untuk mengambil gambar without any other lighting source. Jadi sebetulnya tanpa menggunakan other lighting source, you could capture the image well, ya, for the natural light, ya. And then high K lighting is where the lighting is very bright, ya, clear, where the shadow are less defined. Nanti saya, ini contohnya ya, jadi K light ya, jadi K light saja yang tadi yang paling major itu, tetapi high posisinya ya, jadi gambar gambar yang akan Anda dapat adalah seperti ini. Biasanya untuk film-film yang ceria atau drama ya, biasanya menggunakan seperti itu. Ada silhouette lighting and 3-point lighting, you could talk about it later ya. So this is the effect of K lighting ya. K lighting yang high itu efeknya seperti ini, gambarnya sangat cerah ya begitu, dan cukup bright begitu. Sedangkan low, jadi K light tetapi low gitu ya, efek yang didapat akan seperti ini. It provides the primary light ya, which is the strongest and the brightest light source in scene or on the subject. It casts the strongest shadow. Jadi memberikan shadow yang paling kuat ya, menggunakan key light ini. Jadi makanya dia harus ada dan sangat utama ya. And then veil light, tadi yang saya katakan, veil light itu help soften the key light ya. Position near the camera and around 1.20 degree from the key light. It soften the illumination of the subject and the environment. Jadi melembutkan ya, the illumination of the subject. And by filling in the shadow casted by key light ya, tadi sudah kita katakan. Ini efeknya seperti ini. Jadi tidak terlalu blereng gitu ya kalau Jawa itu ya. And then backlight itu around 120 degree from the veil light. Jadi ke arah sana 120 derajat ya, it separate the subject from the background. So hasilnya bisa Anda lihat, jadi subjeknya sangat jelas ya, and counterbalances the brightness of the key light. Nah, kalau ini kombinasi ya, saya kira sudah kombinasi antara backlight dengan light yang lain. Nah, overhead light itu posisinya di atas ya, tadi di atas kepala ya, can be used to cast heavy shadows, conceal the eyes ya, tadi ini Anda lihat, conceal the eyes, and create an image of a face that is mysterious ya. Jadi kalau Anda ingin wajah yang misterius, sedikit misterius begitu atau sinister katanya, Anda menggunakan overhead lighting ya. Perhaps for example when character convey danger ya. And then left or right lighting, the left or right half of character space. Jadi ini di sisi sini ya, cahayanya datangnya itu bisa membuat wajah itu separuh gelap dan separuh terang. Ini sering banget digunakan dalam beberapa film yang aspek karakternya ditonjolkan sekali ya. The character space may be lit while the other half remains in shadow, perhaps again suggesting a person with darker or lighter aspect to their character tadi ya. Kalau Anda ingin menonjolkan watak ya tertentu dari subjek. Lalu cameo lighting, spotlight that accentuate a single person in a scene. It creates an angelic shot such as where God is shining down and the light shines down into a person. Jadi aksentuasinya pada person single person scene ya. Usually has a darker background. Biasanya backgroundnya sangat gelap. And the focus is in the subject, not the environment. Yeah, I think you will later pay attention on that. Yeah. Ini contoh cameo lighting. Nah, kemudian beside the position of the light, like what you have just learned, they also talk about the lighting quality. Jadi kualitas cahayanya itu. Jadi kalau tadi kan posisinya, kalau sekarang seberapa intens ya. Jadi ada dua. Yang pertama is hard or harsh. Sometimes you say hard or harsh lighting. Uses smaller light source to cast larger, clearer, and crisper shadows. Jadi yang didapatkan adalah larger, clearer, and crisper shadow on the subject as well as heighten the contrast. Jadi kalau menggunakan hard lighting itu kontras dari liku dari subjek itu kelihatan sekali ya. The effect creates a dramatic and suspenseful and intense atmosphere. It's suggestive of the underworld and villainy, evokes a sense of fear and wickedness ya. Ini biasanya digunakan dalam horror movie atau mystery movie ya. Jadi hard or harsh lighting ya. Action movie juga ya banyak menggunakan hard or harsh lighting ya. Karena kemudian wajah atau mungkin dramatic expression-nya itu akan sangat kelihatan ya. Yang biasa Anda lihat ya adalah seperti ini, jadi harsh lighting, jadi lekuk-liku wajahnya sangat ditonjolkan ya di sini. Ini juga seperti itu, jadi biasanya film-film yang ingin menonjolkan ekspresi wajah itu kemudian banyak menggunakan hard lighting. Sedangkan soft or diffuse lighting itu larger light sources that are discerned from the subject and the scene with plenty of veil. Jadi untuk menghadirkan soft lighting ini veil-nya yang banyak ya. Veil light are used to create soft lighting. The light tends to illuminate the whole frame as opposed to the single subject. This result to a lower contrast. Jadi kalau tadi kontrasnya sangat tinggi ya pada hard lighting, kalau dalam soft lighting itu kontrasnya lembut ya, and little to none shadows, jadi shadow-nya hampir nggak ada ya. Effects-nya adalah portrays a dreamy ya, untuk film-film romantis ya, film-film seperti di apa itu, film-film yang apa sejarah tapi yang high fantasy ya. Itu biasanya menggunakan soft or diffuse lighting. And also fantastical atmosphere. Biasanya fantasy banyak menggunakan ini ya. Convey the sentiments of hope and peace ya. Ini jadi efek yang didapat dari soft and diffuse lighting itu adalah rasa ini ya. Hopeful and peaceful ya. Common genre romance and fantasy ya. Ini misalnya ya pada The Titanic dan pada Narnia ya ini. Saya kira banyak menggunakan soft or diffuse lighting.